As you have seen, probably repeatedly in our emails, we are in this 7-week period that moves us from Tisha B'Av to Rosh Hashanah. And we are in this, crawling up from this Tisha B'Av, this day of grief, up to Rosh Hashanah. And in this 7 weeks, there is a special reading on Shabbat mornings. You know how we have the Torah reading, and then after the Torah reading, we have the Haftarah selection, which some people think is half a Torah, but it isn't. It's a selected reading of the prophets. And in the reading of the prophets, they're fit together with where we are. There's usually some thematic connection to the Torah portion, and then sometimes we have these special readings. And for these 7 weeks, we have these special readings that start with Shabbat Nachamu, right after Tisha B'Av, and bring us to Rosh Hashanah. And I have shared with you before that what's special about them is that they are prophetic readings that are full of compassion. And that is unique in the prophetic literature, because in a positive light, you could see it as the prophets are really trying to hold the people accountable. And in a kind of intense and negative light, as it often feels, there's a lot of blaming, and you're in these horrible situations because it's your fault. So it's often difficult to listen to the prophetic readings, but not for these 7 weeks. They are full of compassion and incredible poetry. And so I know we've been talking about these special readings, so tonight I'd like to share the one that is for this week, because it is also really one of my very favorite pieces of texts in our sacred literature, in our scripture. And like, how does a rabbi have favorites? I know, they're all my favorite, but this really is one of them, and has been for many years for me. And every time I enter, I find something new for the moment that I'm in. So it is particularly moving all the time, but especially this year, to feel how our ancestors made this choice to bring us into a new year through the pathway of compassion and loving us in this way as we move to this new year. The soul work we need to do around this time of year is profound. And this year, the grief and the despair all around us. It feels particularly welcome to have the opportunity to have compassion as we move into a new year. Many of you know that I am personally in a time of a heart-wrenching path of grief with the sudden loss of my mother 18 weeks ago. Grief is the sign in ASL, one of my primary languages, and every time I say grief, I just want to do that, because that is what it is feeling like. So from this place, I am going to try to share some. I know people have said, oh, we'd love to hear Rabbi Susan. Well, we'll see how this works out. So the reading of the prophets is from the book of Isaiah, chapter 54. And years ago, I heard, oh, it's a dog. Wow, okay. I heard a dog. No, I didn't. I do all the time in my house, 2 big, really big ones. So in Isaiah 54, we have this incredible passage, and I heard a poetic translation of this passage years ago by Dr. Bernice Johnson Regan of blessed memory, of Sweet Honey and the Rock, that they would sing. And I want to use that translation tonight, as well as some of the Hebrew and where the Hebrew took me in my own additions to this text. The voice is from one who is desolate and in despair, a woman who is barren and longing. Later, this same woman is a woman in loss and grief, and a woman who feels alone and forsaken. And then at other times, it's the voice of the divine moving towards her. Here is the text. Empty and lonely I was. Wordless and useless I felt. Bounded and closed, I wandered. Empty and useless, I was. Right here at the very opening, an opportunity to name this place, this empty, wordless, useless, I felt, landscape. A dear one said to me the other day, "Where are you?" I don't know. I am in the empty. I am in the wordless, the deep and complete unknowing. Entering into this time, I do not know who I am now. And I know that I don't need to know that these are times of transformation because I have never walked here before. I have never been living here before, living without her. In these moments of big change, when we are personally in a totally new landscape, it is a surrender to the profound and deep unknowing. And two, also in the collective, as a people, we are in this profound and deep unknowing, this new place. And it doesn't help to run away or to avoid or to deny, although that can be so tempting. To pretend that there's some sort of normal to go back to. There is not. Or that you can will this away. You can certainly try, but you will not be able to. As I have seen again and again, caring for so many in community, the grief waits for you, even for many, many years. Even for many, many years, your grief will wait for you to come and enter and be in it. And not just grief, the honest and the real waits for you in your secrets and your hiding and your using and your lies. This time of year, this season comes to rip us open and says, say it, name it, say it out loud. It is real and awful and relentless and brutal. Empty and lonely I was, wordless and useless I felt. Bounded and closed I wandered, empty and useless I felt. And then the text continues. Then I lift my voice. Sing, O barren one, sing out and cry aloud. Sing, O barren one, sing out and cry aloud. Sing, O barren one, sing out and cry aloud. Sing, O barren one, sing out and cry aloud. Rani akara. Shout out, O infertile one, you who are here. Shout out. Rena, shout out. Rena is a ringing cry. It's a cry of entreaty, of supplication. It's a cry of joy, and it's a cry of praise. Rena is one of the synonyms for joy that we say under the chuppah in the seventh of the seven blessings. Rena, cry out loud. Break forth into singing and cry out loud, the text tells us. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, for more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wives. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wives. We are not alone. We are not alone in this place, in this empty and wordless and useless and despair and honest place of reckoning. There are more of us here. We are here together, and maybe Rena is our shouting to find each other. Maybe Rena is to shout out so we can find each other to have connection and community and solidarity right where we are. Maybe that is the joy. Maybe that is the joy when you find you're not alone and there are other people walking this path, because there are always other people walking this path. I talked with a mom this week who over the past 3 years has seen the escalation of very scary and very dangerous behaviors in her adult son, signs that were there for many years, but it has gotten so much worse. She told me, I see it now. The addiction coupled with the mental health crisis, I see it now. I couldn't see the addiction for so long. And she had just the day before gone to her first Al-Anon meeting with her daughter, his sister, and it felt like a arena, a deep hallelujah, knowing her family as long as I have, that they had realized that they needed to sing out, to cry aloud, and to not be alone in this place, Al-Anon arena. The want, the need to see and be seen by others who are in this place. In my own walking of this journey, I'm craving some sort of a symbol, like a bat symbol of some kind, to transmit I am in this place and to find the others who are walking there. And I know that you are here in this room. And I know that they are at the grocery store and the park and next to me on the freeway. Not that I would talk to them there. I mean, I like to talk to people, but although my kids might argue with that, maybe she's going to try and talk to them. But especially now as it is this month 4, this 4-month marker, which feels significant. It feels significant because in this place it feels harder. It feels harder every day. And the people who have reached out are people who have walked a path of grief. And in the last couple weeks, I've gotten several cards and emails from you saying, you're in month 4, and I want to reach out to you because this is hard. Rena, to have the connection, people who've walked the path to reach out. But where is that bat symbol? I think about the Kriya ribbon that we ripped, right? That came from the tradition of tearing your clothes when you hear of the death of your loved ones, and then keeping those clothes torn for Shiva, and if you want, for Shloshim. And now we have this black ribbon we put close to our heart and we tear it at the funeral, and you wear it for Shiva or for Shloshim. I don't want to take it off. I want to be wearing it for the whole year, even though I know that that's not the custom, because it would be so helpful to me to have it seen. And to be able to see others. At the Shloshim, at the 1-month marker, you're no longer restricted from cutting your hair. You don't have to, but you're not restricted. So I use that as an opportunity to cut off my hair. And that was helpful. But where is the deeper marker? In my cancer time, I lost my hair, my journey in cancer land. And I bought and was given hats and scarves and wigs. And yet when it happened, I didn't want to cover it up. I wanted my bald head, as intense as it was, and scary, and it was kind of cool, to be with me. And it was really hard, especially in the middle of the night. But I wanted it, and I wanted not to hide. And many of you were there during our newly coming together Nefesh time as a community, when I decided to take off my hat inside the service. And it was part of the fertile soil of how Nefesh became Nefesh, a place where we didn't have to hide. Inside of a larger space where we did, or we felt like we sometimes had to. The text continues. Then I heard Then I heard, open wide your curtains, enlarge the place of your tents, lengthen the cords, and strengthen your stakes in the ground. Open wide your curtains, enlarge the place of your tents, lengthen the cords, and strengthen the stakes in the ground, for you will spread upon to the right, and you will spread upon to the left. Your children will grow nation. I will people your valleys. Open wide your curtains, strengthen your stakes in the ground. Yes, I heard a voice sing, O barren ones, sing out and cry aloud. We return again and again to the singing out, to the crying aloud. That is our way forward, to sing out and cry from this place, to not hide, and not to just not hide, but to sing out and cry aloud. From this place, the wordless and the empty and the useless we feel place, the remedy is to cry out. The remedy is to cry out. And the cry moves us somewhere. It opens us wide. Open wide your curtains. Cry out and open wide, right when we think that maybe we should shut the curtains and go in and keep everyone away. This is part of the transformation, opening wide, the widening of the heart in this place. Devin and I were working on high holiday stuff and Sally this week, and Devin and I had a follow-up conversation about the prayers. So many of them are about listening. Shema kolenu, hear our voice. Areshet svatenu, hear our lips, hear the shofar. But in order to get there, we have to cry out. And that's exactly what we're told to do, honestly. And with a deep reckoning, cry out from where we are. To cry out, maybe we are in a place of grief or loss or illness or reckoning with how you have harmed or been harmed, how you've done harm or been harmed. This is the place. This is the place that we cry out from. Soon, in these holy days, or really all the time, right now, we cry out to say honestly and aloud where we are. It is here where we are, where we cry out from. And right here in this place, right from where we are crying out, opening wide our curtains, this is where the divine, where God moves in, where our beloveds move towards us. The text continues, don't be afraid. You will not be put to shame. Don't be confounded. You will forget the shame of your youth. Don't be afraid. The lonely reproach of your days of your widowhood, you will remember no more. Then I heard the voice, your God is your beloved, is their name. Your God is your beloved, God of this place, God of the earth, God of the whole wide universe. Sing, 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 and cry aloud. Yes, yes, you will remember for a small moment I forsook you. Now with compassion I gather you. Oh yes, yes, I know you will remember how in sweeping anger from you one moment I actually hid my face. Now with everlasting love I have compassion on you. I heard the voice singing. She returns into the text. I heard the voice singing, and it says to me, these are not the waters of Noah. I swore by the waters of Noah, and I swear my love and my compassion on you will be forever. I will be no more angry with you. I will never rebuke you anymore. I swear my love and my compassion on you, even if the mountains may move, even if the hills shall be removed. I promise my grace will never be far from you. I promise my covenant of peace will never be removed from you. Sing, O barren ones, sing and cry aloud. Sing, O barren ones, sing and cry aloud. Sing and cry aloud. May we cry out from this place right where we are. And may we feel the move towards us. And may we, in hearing, feel the crying out of those around us, and may we move towards each other. Shabbat Shalom.
הרשת שפתנו ירב לפניך אל רע ונישא מבין ומאזין מביט ומקשיב לכל תקיעתנו May the whispers on our lips and the prayers of our hearts raise the sky until it opens. May the whispers on our lips and the echoes of our cries open our